I'm unhappy, right? We all go through moments where we're not happy. Am I currently unhappy? No. But those are words that I hear. Those are two words that I hear very often. If I can say what two words have I heard throughout my quote unquote career is I'm unhappy. And this is what I've learned with people that are unhappy. 1,000%, 99.9%, it's tied to something external. They're not happy because this. They're not happy because of that. But all those thises and that's are external things, right? Usually it's people or it's an event or something outside of you that's controlling everything inside of you. Period. Usually when we're unhappy is that we compare our lives. I tie unhappiness to 4 C's. One is compare. We look out on social media and we compare our life, right? We compare our relationship. We compare our blessings with somebody else's. We compare our followers we compare, right? We just live in a world of comparison. We compare our car. We compare our shoes. We compare our eyelashes. We compare our dogs. We just compare. Like that's the world that we live in. And I just know this is true, right? There's a healthy comparison where you can get motivated and inspired. But a lot of times, man, we're comparing our lives and it's ruining our lives because we're teaching ourselves and programming ourselves that we are not enough. And you look out and we're so good at finding unhappiness. We're so good at finding things in the world that make us unhappy. Like we literally program ourselves with that. And so I want you to just think about that with your life. Like the times you're unhappy, like what is it tied to? Is it tied to that? Is it tied to comparison? When you feel like you looking online and you like, dang, well, I ain't got it like that, so I must not be doing it. Or you count somebody else's blessings. And when you count other people's blessings, it just make you blind to your own. And so that would be the first thing, man. The second thing is that a lot of times we're trying to control things that are out of our control. You will always be unhappy and unfulfilled when you're trying to control things that are out of your control. Some things ain't meant for you to control. And so you got to let it go. You can't control people. You can't control this world, right? It's not a lot of things you can control except yourself. And what's crazy is that we think happiness is external. So we always like looking for it. We always trying to chase it, which is the next point I want to talk about. But we sit there and we're expecting somebody to give us or something to give us what we're not willing to give ourselves. Happiness, man, is an inside job. And I would use the word fulfillment, but I'm going to use happiness for just so everybody can understand. Because I believe happiness comes and goes anyway. But a lot of us, we came to give it to ourselves and we expect other people to give it to us. A lot of our unhappiness is wrapped around chasing something that you ain't meant to catch. Like sometimes that dream ain't working out because you ain't meant to live it. It is what it is. And people don't want to hear that. But I'm going to tell you that real. I'm going to tell you that truth. Sometimes it ain't meant for your life, right? Or that ain't meant for your life, whatever it is. And you keep chasing it and chasing and chasing it. And you wonder why you're exhausted. You wonder why you're tired, right? Some things like you got to listen to your soul, man. You got to listen to your intuition, discernment, whatever you want to call it. You got to listen to it, right? I believe your soul will tell you what you need, right? You feel uneasy in your soul. It's a reason. Listen to it. And a lot of times what we do is we ignore it because we so wrapped up into what we want. And usually what we want is just programmed what other people have. And now we want it. Sometimes our dreams ain't even our dreams. Think about that. And then the last thing, man, with unhappiness is, well, I read this, I shared it, I read this proverb. It said, if you want to be happy for an hour, take a nap. That might make me happy for a day, though, to be real with you. But take a nap. You want to be happy for a day, go fishing. You want to be happy for a month, inherit a fortune. But if you want to be happy for a lifetime, go help somebody. And I could not agree more. Go help somebody, live in gratitude, live in peace, live in appreciation, because that's what life is about. Like, period. I promise you. It's about peace works off of, I feel like, a few things. And one of those things is truly understanding what's important to you and living your life around that, and appreciation and gratitude for yourself. Like it's easy to find what you don't have. And I'm preaching to myself because, this whole year has been been terrible for me, you know? Like, it's a lot of great things. So I gotta watch what I even said. It's a lot of great things. But obviously, y'all know, like, the things that I went through this year. And I was trying to change something I couldn't change no more, trying to control things I couldn't control. And I realized, like, dang, like, that's the root of my unhappiness. And I was so focused on what I didn't have anymore that I became blind to everything that I did have in my life and do have in my life. And a lot of us, that's what happens, right? You so focused on what you don't have that you blind everything you do have. You so focused on what's missing that you don't even realize that you have everything that you need. And that doesn't mean that you don't progress and you don't grow. Don't take it out of context. But it's just like a real conversation with yourself that you got to go on. And some of us, we talk about we know ourselves and we don't. Like, you ain't spent no time with yourself. You allow people to tell you who you are. You allow this world to tell you who you are. Some of us, we don't know who we are because we've been programmed since day one. Like, who are you? At your core, at your soul, who are you? And the thing that I ask myself, man, if nobody was here, who would I be? Like, nobody could judge me in this world. Nobody, who would I be? Who am I at the core? And me living as that person, I always feel fulfilled. But every time I hide that person for whatever reason, or I move away from that person for whatever reason, I feel unhappy. I feel unhappy. But every time I'm being who I am, right? True to me, the core of me, I feel fulfilled. And fulfillment is the tree, right? Happiness is the leaves, joy is the leaves, fulfillment is the tree. And some of us will never be fulfilled because you don't realize what you do have in your life. Yeah, man. That's what's up, Kat. I appreciate you. Yeah, we live in a dangerous world, man. That literally, if you don't know who you are, you'll become a stranger to the one person in the mirror. This world is programmed like that. Like, it just is. And whether it's opinions, people, whatever it may be, majority of people in this world, they don't even know who they are. So I would just tell you to go on that journey as best as you can. I'm still on that journey, trying to peel back layers of my life and get into the most authentic version of myself is my goal, because that's where I feel like I'm most powerful, just like you, right? The most authentic version of yourself. And maybe that version isn't as popular. Maybe that version isn't as popping. Maybe that version isn't whatever. But that authentic you, that real you, that's what you'll always feel at home at. So if you're feeling unease in your soul, pay attention to it. All right. What's up?
Hi, Trent.
How you doing?
Um, so I guess my question is, I just got through group 2 of Rare Breed, which was awesome. Um, I am struggling now with maintaining emotional balance, and I know you're a big proponent of protecting your peace. Nature heals. I've been walking, I've been getting outside more, but I've found that that community is lit, right? But I've also found that I'm struggling with maintaining my emotional balance,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. So what advice do you have for that?
When you say emotional balance, can you give me an example? Like, just give me a quick example. So when you protect your peace, obviously you feel great, right? And then
Yeah.
maybe like what's the day for you? Like, with the emotional, like, how does your day flow?
So like I usually work, and then during my lunch break, I'll walk, and I'll go for like a mile, 2 miles, and I'll come back. I'll work, and then I'll go walk some more, get outside. But then, you know, um, I don't have, and we've talked about this, I don't have custody of my son. So it's really hard for me, like, because I get the excuses of, oh, he can't see you right now. He can't talk to you right now. So it's been hard to, um, I guess, stabilize. I don't want to say anger because that's a harsh word, but like hurt, pain. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like, so how can I control that? Or
Yeah.
how, do you have any advice on how
Yeah, for
to
sure. I can give you some
maintain?
advice. I would say definitely look in the chat too, because there's a lot of incredible people on here giving such good advice to you also. So I don't know if you heard me talk about, yeah, I know you have, because I talk about it all the time, perspective, right? And your power, your prison. One thing for sure about life, use the word control. What we talked about with happiness, right? When you try to control things that are out of your control. So one thing is true, we're all going to have experiences, period, right? We're going to have times where our emotions hit us in our face, right? Maybe it's a present experience or a past experience, and we can't always control our thoughts, right? That's just, it is what it is. But one thing that I know we're in control of is the thought after the thought, if that makes any sense, right? We're in control over that. We're in control of the response, right? When our emotions are screaming at us, when we're going through an emotional down or high, we're in control of the response and what we do next. It isn't always easy. And so I would tell you, right, to almost prescribe your day of peace, right? What choices are you making, right? There's things that are going to happen, right, that come up with your son. It's going to automatically make you feel like a certain type of way, which is human, and it's okay. But what you do after that, the words that you tell yourself, right after that, that's when it matters. It's not the initial situation or emotion. It's what we do after that. So I have emotions that come up. I'm just going to be real on here that sometimes I feel like I'm not enough or I'm not doing enough for y'all, right? I'm like, dang. And so I have a choice in that moment to be like, you know what? I'm not, right? I'm not enough, or blah, 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 whatever. I feel like I don't have, like, or I can say, you know, is it true? And if it is true, you know, what do I need to do to get myself from that emotion? I always say facts over feelings. And so I would tell you to have facts stacked about your life, that every time a certain situation comes up, you remind yourself of who you are. It doesn't mean you ignore the situation. It doesn't mean you sweep it under a rug, or you're not embracing your true emotion. But we can always change our focus. And when we change our focus, we can feel different. And so, yeah, construct your day with that. You know, if you know at 4 o'clock, you know, this is going to happen. Like for me, you know, I think I wrote on my post the other day, like I haven't had like a full night's sleep since my mom died, like March 7th, like where I just slept through the whole night. And it was getting to a place at first where I would wake up and I would go down this rabbit hole, right, of just like the thought that I had after the thought, or the action I had after the experience wasn't good. And then when I started to realize it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to wake up. You know, I've been doing it for the last 60 days. I'm going to wake up and I say, you know, if I wake up this time, I'm going to do something different, right? I'm going to pray. I'm going to put on Protect Your Peace playlist. I'm going to just listen and be appreciative. And that helped me, right? So I know that's a lot, but it's just about being aware and knowing what you're going to do with those emotions when those emotions come up.
I love that. Thank you.
Okay? I appreciate you. So proud of you. No problem. All right, y'all. So I hope that helps somebody. I hope that helps somebody. And yeah, let's see. I love it. Dive in the middle cues. For sure, don't give up. Trent, you always keep it real. Yeah, man. I don't have all the answers in here. I'm not a guru. I'm not your favorite expert or your favorite motivation, whatever those people be talking about. Dang, I'm gonna talk about it tonight. We about to switch gears. Let's switch gears. So I gotta talk about this tonight. This is totally random and it might rub some people wrong. I kind of care, okay, but I don't care, to be honest. But I just want to talk about. Hold on, man. Should I go there? Should I go there today? Oh, I see somebody on I might bring on to take it there. All right, man. So for one, I want to say that Like, and y'all know this, man. I never want to be on a pedestal. Like, that's what, man, I don't. Like, when I see people on social media be like, you know, I'm the number one this, I'm that, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. Cool. I'm the best caption writer in the world, right? I pick the best filters, like all of that stuff, man. It's cool, right? I respect everybody's perspective because everybody's perspective is different. But for me, I don't care about that. It's probably my gift and my curse. I don't care. I really don't. And what I see a lot in this generation is that we seek validation from people that don't give a about us. They don't even know us. And we seek validation from a world full of people that ain't gonna lose no sleep when you die, that ain't gonna be checking up on your family when you're no longer here. And we lose ourselves like for that. Right? And so the thing that I want to talk about is like, and I'm going back and forth if I should even say this, but I'm gonna say it. You don't, dang, what's the best way to put this? Next question. I don't want to go there tonight. But I'm trying to figure, I had a quote about this, man. I'm trying to like wrap my head around it. What did I say? But I just feel like, I'm gonna get out of my head and into my heart. So I just feel like we expect titles and we expect stages and rewards, whatever. We expect all those things to like define us and make us happy and all these things. And I just see so many times with people, and I can say myself at a point, like probably like 9-10 years ago, is that, man, we crave the stuff, man, that's temporary. Like, you know, like I said, being liked by people that don't even know you, and you ignore the people who truly do love you, right? You lose focus. You know, feeling like you gotta say you got the number one podcast in the world to make people believe in your podcast, right? I see that so many times. Like everybody's a best-selling author, right? Cool. Like, I feel like you should believe that about yourself, but it's like, man, you ain't gotta fake the funk to make people think that you somebody that you're not. And the thing that I love to tell people, man, is be real. It's okay. Like, that's what I want to talk about. When did it become cool to not cool to grow? Like, when did it become not cool to have the journey? When did it become not cool to try? Like, I feel like trying now has become like evil. Like, we look down on people who try, right? People who try, they might fail, they might not accomplish something, they might whatever. And we live in a world where everybody's already there. Like, I'm like, where's the process? You know, oh, I'm the number one celebrity coach in the world. Cool. If that's what floats your boat, right? Some people got to put, you know, I have a top podcast, right? All these things. And if it's true, dope. But if it's not true, why do you feel like you have to say these things in order to gain credibility, right? With a world full of strangers. You know, you ain't got to buy followers, any of that stuff, right? To gain credibility with a world full of strangers. Why? Like yourself. Like, I appreciate the love, but you know what's dope? My kids think I'm dope. That's what I care about. My kids think I'm the best whatever in the world. That's what I care about. I don't care about what y'all care about. I don't. It's kind of rude, but I'm not going to sit here and allow my life to be controlled by a world full of strangers. And I see it so much on social media. I see people, they got to present this bigger than life image. So, okay, you can still be worth a lot and not be a millionaire. You can still be, you know, you can still be a dope writer without having to be a best-selling nothing, right? Without making that up. Like, you look at people's bios, right? Just go look at people's bios. And I understand what, like, some people are going to get in their feelings with this. I understand people are in their feelings. I get it. But it's like, why? That's what I want to talk about. Like, why do we do that? To appear more successful, to appear more credible. Like, you credible because of who you are, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if y'all got that, but I had a way better process of talking about it in my mind, but I just couldn't hit it how I want to hit it today. But it it yeah. Opinions are just that, what someone else thinks, really. You know, let me see. I have to be myself, be more vulnerable, and important than money. T. Shelley, what up, Marcus? Yeah, man. I got a lot of inside jokes going on right now. I see people on here, and so that's why I'm but yeah, I think that needs to be talked about. I'm gonna do a podcast about that. That might be my podcast this week. Thank you. All right, let's take somebody else on. Hating on, yep. Somebody said hating on others only means you're working here. So people are going to love you for you deserve. Yep. All right, what up, Marcus? You want to come talk, bro? My boy in here. Let's bring Marcus on.
There we go. What up, family?
What's good, bro?
Man, what's good, boss?
You're a loyal Raiders fan.
This is not a game, bro. It's in my heart. I'm loyal. No, hey, I want to speak to what you were saying briefly, bro, because I think that boils down to the search for significance. You got a lot of people that's searching to feel significant, but significance don't come from outside sources. People can't give it to you because if you put it in people's hands, they can take it from you. I turned up quick, bro. You took it there, and
hey, do it, bro. You're right. It is the search for significance, bro. Like 1,000%, 1,000%, bro.
I think we got to start looking at what you said, and that's why I admire you. That's why I chose you. When I was looking at the world, I was looking at this person and that person and this coach and that coach. I was like, who is the person that I can actually emulate my life after? Not what y'all see on the stage, but you flying back home the same day to be at a game for Tristan. That's what I'm talking about. Showing up for your family. Being who you are off the stage, just like you are on the stage. That was important to me. So you get in this world where there's this pressure to be enough and to measure up and to feel like I'm good enough and let me present myself so that they will value me. But they gonna think what they gonna think about you anyway, no matter how you present yourself to them. And if you put the power of you and your future and how you are presented in their hands, then they can take it away from you.
Go ahead, bro. Nah, go ahead. Keep on.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've been having this conversation with a lot of people, and what I want you to do is look inside yourself, because the worth that you were born with is the worth that you have. Nobody else can give it to you. It's already inside of you. So I speak with a lot of passion because I had a lot of years where I did that, where I was chasing, I was trying to please people. And guess what? They still hurt me. They still spit in my face. They still stab me in my back. And now they going about their business. And I'm the one sitting around sad and upset and hurt. So I don't feel a need. And me and Trent had this conversation. I ain't calling no names. But I had some celebrity people ask me to minimize myself, reduce all that passion, bro. Don't come in here with all that, so that I can be in their circle, so that I can gain some clout. But we ain't chasing clout. We ain't chasing significance, because you already are it. You already have it. So what I'm telling you is, own your worth, own your greatness. You got to see it. You look at yourself in the mirror. Do you like what you see? Stop caring about if they like what they see. Do you like what you see? Because if the answer is no, you got to start there and start rebuilding yourself until you can learn to look at yourself in the mirror, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. Guess what? You can see me. I'm fluffy right now. I don't like that, but I'm not settling for it. That's why, even though it's late, I'm getting up in a couple hours. I'm getting my butt to the gym because I'm not settling. Keep getting hurt, keep having setbacks, but it is a journey as long as you don't give up. You said this, and I wrote it in the chat. Failing does not make you a failure, bro. Why are you afraid to fail? That don't make you a failure. Quitting makes you a failure.
Well, the thing is, bro, the world, this significance driven world, bro, has made it not cool to fail. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, failure, man, is a part of success, is a part of the journey. But now we live in a society, it's like, oh, if you fail, then you ain't this or you ain't that, because we think that the journey is perfection because that's all that we see. And so I want to tell everybody on here, man, to keep failing. You know what I'm saying? Keep progressing, keep changing. Don't fail and stay there. Fail and learn from it. And keep progressing your life and changing your life. And don't allow people, society, social media, your dog, I don't care. Like, stop allowing, as Marcus said, stop allowing them to put them, whatever that is, right, on you. And that's what usually happens. And we sit here and we try to fit in when we're born to stand out, right? When we're born to set the trend, we trade that in. Now we become people who just follow the trend instead of being that trendsetter. And so I want to just tell everybody on here, man, as I echo everything my brother just said, but it's like, I'm about to go in. It's like, what you living, like, what you living for? And I think, you know, that question just popped up in my heart, bro. Like, what you living for? And I think a lot of times either we don't know or we forgot. We don't know or we forgot, because I promise you, everything from vanity's perspective that you're chasing is not going to be enough. And this is somebody telling you that has what the world says is success, right? Just being open and honest, right? Whether it be followers online or whether it be, you know, living the purpose, all this stuff. And it's not enough. None of that is enough. Everything you chasing is not enough. And that's why your soul is exhausted and is tired and you feel disconnected. It's because you sit here and you chasing all this stuff that people show y'all online. And you think that's the life. And you get it and you're going to be pissed off. You're like, dang, like, I still got this pain in my life. Dang, I still got these insecurities. I thought this was supposed to heal all that. It don't happen. It don't happen, man. So, bro, I appreciate you, man.
Hey, you already know how I feel. I got to say this because I told this. I was telling people, if y'all please listen. And you know, Trent, as real as he can put it, this is real. But this is soul talk. This is soul food. We ain't talking about this fluff. We ain't telling you how to make $1 million. We're telling you how to live a fulfilling life and make your time count. What matters? And I had a lot of years where I was chasing this dream. I wanted to work in a business, suit and tie. I want to be suited up, you know, smelling good, skyrise. I wanted to do that. And I spent a lot of years sacrificing blood, sweat, tears, paying thousands of dollars for a degree to get it. And I got it. And I was in downtown Oklahoma City, looking out the window over the whole city, feeling miserable, feeling depressed. And so what I say to you is, what happens when the dream is finally realized, but for the first time in your life, you see with real eyes that the dream ain't all you realized?
Ooh.
And that's when you got to go. And you got to tell yourself the truth, that what the world told you is success is not. What the world told you you're supposed to have, you're not. What do you really want? And what matters? What are you going to care about at the end of your days? Because all this stuff that you're stressing and crying and sad about, frivolous stuff, it does not matter. Your life matters. The people you love matter. Focus on that and go do what you want. Because you can. Don't make me go find you.
Hey, bro, 1,000%. I'm just sitting here reading the comments, bro. 1,000%, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Love you, fam. Let's go. I'm watching, man.
I'm about to get off here in a minute. So I think you just closed out. We need to take offering. You just closed service. All right, brother.
All right, boss. Peace.
Also, something I talked about on my podcast, I don't know if y'all listened to it straight up, but I was talking about on episode 70, my last episode, about inaction and how, and I'm going to get off after this. 3:05 left. Okay, cool. How inaction is the root of suffering, is the root of sickness, right? And I have people do this meditation, this visualization on if they didn't act on what they needed to act on, right? How would their life look in 3 years? And I want people to visually, like, vividly feel that, like, feel it in your soul. And the thing that I see is that a lot of times, whether it's, you know, health journey, mind, body, or soul, when you stop right? When you stand still, so will everything else. So one of the things people have asked me, like, Trent, like, how have you been able to move through depression and blah, blah, blah? I said, well, one, I know that if I don't move, what will happen? You know, when I first was depressed in my life, you know, 2010, losing football, all that stuff, like, I didn't move. It was like I was in depression quicksand. I just kept sinking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in it. And I was just expecting things to change. I was expecting people to keep checking on me. I was expecting, and all of that didn't happen, right? The world moves on. I think Kevin Hart was saying in a video, like, the sun gonna come up tomorrow, the moon gonna come up tonight. And that's the truth. And I realized, man, like, life is still moving on. People ain't checking on me no more. You know, I'm getting out of shape, all these things. And I realized, man, I got to do something about it. And so in my life, man, I know there's a time to be still. We have seasons of being still. I understand that. But so many times, because of inaction, we create sickness in our life and suffering. So from a health journey, when you stop moving your body, what happens? Right? That sickness is created. It's able to set in. Spiritually, when you stop moving spiritually, what happens? That sickness sets in. Mentally, when you stop challenging yourself mentally, right? You come at a standstill, right? Anything that's not growing is dying. And so episode 70 really touched upon that. Like, it's time to get active, y'all. It's time to get active in every aspect of your life. Because if you expected something to change and stuff like that by being inactive, man, you live in a fairy tale world. And at the end of the day, it all starts with you. You know, so everybody in here, as we wrap this up, I'm gonna challenge y'all, man. I'm gonna say it like this, because I want you to take action in your life, massive action. If your relationship is on the rocks, take massive action, right? It ain't gonna get better by being inactive. Take massive action, right? If your business is on the rocks, take massive action. So the question that I want to present to each and every one of you to trigger that is, what are you going to do about it? So everybody needs comments that's saying things and having their, like, statements or questions. My question is, what are you going to do about it? Right? What are you going to do about it? Because without action, nothing changes. So, and if you do nothing about it, just know 3 years from now, it's going to be worse. 3 years is coming. Right? 2024 is coming. You ain't got no say-so in that, but you do got say-so in who shows up, who you will become in the next 3 years. You got say-so over that. You ain't got no say-so over time, but you got say-so over that, what you do with your time. So I challenge you, if you in a situation that you know sucks, remove yourself from it. Point blank, period. Any ship, relationship, friendship, business ship, partnership, any ship that's sailing in your life, if it don't give you life, if it don't breathe life into you, if it don't energize your life, remove it from your life. Period. Right? And then last but not least, RB, stay hungry for life. That's good. Yeah, man. It's just true. Some of us, we got dreams, we got visions. We're good at talking about it, got all the plans in the world. What you gonna do about it? Because 3 years is coming. In 3 years, you're gonna be the person that's still the wisher and wishing about and praying about and hoping about, thinking about, dreaming about, visualizing about. In 3 years, are you gonna be the person that was the worker that shows up as the person that they dreamed they would be? 3 years, 2024. You can't control the time, but you can control what you do at the time. Quit your job. Hey, 3 years, I wouldn't just tell you to quit, but you should be working hard. If you're at a job that sucks and you hate it, stop complaining about it if you're choosing to stay there. And I know you might say, Trent, at the end of the day, you're choosing to stay there regardless. And I know, maybe circumstances force you to stay there, but you're still choosing to stay there. So if you're working a job that you hate, My question is, what are you doing to transition yourself from that job? Or else 3 years, you're going to still be miserable, hating that miserable job. What you going to do about it? If you're a person that is going on a health journey, right? Whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, whatever. Guess what's coming that you have no control over? 3 years, right? And what you do have control over is who you are in 2024. Some of y'all think, that's a long time away. That's going to come just like that. Who you going to be? You going to be still the same person that's unhealthy, the same person that, you know, is wasting their potential in their life? Or are you going to be a person that says, you know what? Yeah, I'm that person. The person I dreamed about, I visualized about, I'm that person. Just, that's life. I know that seems simple, but I just think we complicate life. So what you going to do about it? All right, what you going to do about it is my question to everybody on here. It don't matter what you put in the comments. It don't matter what you post online. It don't matter what you say. What matters is taking action and doing something about it. So, man, I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you guys. Appreciate all y'all that took action and dominating their life in your life, man. Keep going, keep doing it. Just keep believing in God, believing in yourself. You only get one of these, you know, like you only get one of these. So you might as well make the best out of it. You know, create some history while you're here. Yup. Yeah, I see climbing mountains. Yep, we climbing everything. Mountains. Anytime I come to your city, right, make sure you're part of the text community because I will text and we'll be like, hey, we hiking tomorrow. Let's do it. But I'll be in Phoenix this year. I'll be in Orlando this year. I'll be, man, a lot of places. I'll be in Denver this year, I think. So one thing I'm thinking about doing is bringing back the rehab time events this year. So I'm definitely going to be in New York City at some point. I might come back to the Bay, hike Mission Peak, North Carolina. Cool. So maybe 2021, early 2022, we'll get back on the road again. I just feel the urge to get back and connect with y'all like we did back in 2017, 2018, which was 2014, 15. It was just incredible, especially with, you know, us dealing with COVID and being so socially distant. I think that energy is needed. Thinking of doing Zoom workouts, man, we might can do all that. You know, we got a lot that we can do for sure. The Bay, NY need you. Everybody who said they need me, they need you. All right? They need you, right? You be the one. You be the one. They need you. So walk into your greatness tonight. Please. Come on down the basement. You got to get Eagle Mountain. So, yeah, if you're in Dallas-Fort Worth, man, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, like, I'm always, like, y'all know, hiking or doing something. So I'm always opening up. Like, if you ever want to join, come join. There's going to be some miles. It's going to be hard, but come join. Seattle for sure is coming this year. Absolutely. Phoenix is coming back to Phoenix. What's your biggest struggle? What's your biggest struggle? Or your biggest worry? Either one. Yeah, you like my hat? So when I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna wear one with a frown on here. This is gonna be so y'all have to ask me how my day is no more. I'm gonna just wear a hat. So when I'm sad, I'm gonna have a little tear. When I'm excited, I'm just like I think I'm gonna do that too. So people know my mood. So I'm gonna wear my hat. So today I'm happy. Loneliness, my mind, control anxiety, stay in action, confidence, lose myself while always doing for others. Yeah. What up, bro? What's up? I'm on Instagram Live.
Hello. I'm tired,
You are?
but I'm still awake.
What? I'm tired, but I'm still awake. Okay.
It's just
Go
like
sleep.
it's like your dumb stuff.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of anything, but I'm afraid to be afraid.
Okay. Well, go to sleep.
And I'm not tired.
That was Tris. Struggle anxiety. So I want to say this and I'm off of here. I don't know if the book is out yet, but there's a book by Dr. Amen that's called having a brain fart. It's called dang man, what's the title of that book? Hold on. Give me 1 second. But it's called Your Brain is Listening. I don't know if it's out yet. It should be. It might be. I don't know. But it's a great book understanding a lot about yourself. So you cut it off? Bro, how you gonna bring somebody a popsicle, right? And you ain't cut it open? Well, I tell you, kids these days. But yeah, get the book. I'll just say that. By Dr. Amen. Amen. Your brain. Hold on, bro. You look at my popsicle? Bro, is you
What?
why'd you look at my popsicle? All right, when you gonna fight? You gonna lick my popsicle, man. Let's see, Italian popsicle. So I will tell you this, man. Hawaii got the shaved ice. Hawaii be smashing it. I'll go to Hawaii just for that, by the way. And if you in Texas, Bahama Bucks. Bahama Bucks, yeah, they got that work. I am a like a snow cone connoisseur. So I grew up in Louisiana, so we call them snowballs. When I came here to Texas, it was snow cones, right? Which I was like, okay, ain't that the same thing? Then I had shaved ice in Hawaii, and it changed the game forever. So Bahama Bucks is a close second. Oh, my bad. The cover is backwards. It's all good. And if you go to Bahama Bucks, get tiger's blood and mango. Thank me later with cream on top. Bahama Bucks. Yep. I played at Baylor. They'll call them icy cups. I remember frozen cups used to make them joints with the Kool-Aid, put them in the cup. Yes, sir. Snow cones with ice cream in it. That's where it's at. They are expensive, but they good. All right, y'all. I know it's time to go when I'm talking about snow cones and everything like that. So I'm getting sleepy. And what? But I'm tired. Let me see my mom. Man, prayers for anybody lost somebody, losing somebody, everybody going through anything. Prayers for everybody here tonight. And just keep living your best life, man. I appreciate y'all support. I really, really do. If you're ever unhappy, get a popsicle. I can't promise you it'll cure you, but at least make you happy for at least 2 minutes or so. All right.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.